What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. You don't know what I gotta do. I gotta go to the Facebook and put this up here real quick. How's everybody doing today? Glad you're joining the stream. Don't forget, as soon as you get up in here, hit that like button down below. Alright, hit that like button down below. If you like these videos, let me just go to the, there we go. Let me go to the Facebook really quick, y'all. Let me load this up on Facebook right here. Alright. Alright. Hit that like button as soon as you get up in the stream, y'all. It's Thursday. It's almost 8 o'clock. Get up in here, y'all. We put Memphis Bleek. And we put Lloyd Banks tag up in there. Give me a second, y'all. Hit that like button as soon as you get up in here. I gotta put this over on the Facebook page, man. Alright. We got that up in there. There we go. We live on Facebook right now as well. Alright, y'all. Oh, man. We got a good one for y'all today, man. We got a good one for y'all today. Dipset, 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 dipset. Yo, your boy Juelz is wildin'. I see Jason in the building. Jason, thanks for coming through, man. I know Jason is Team Dipset, man. Jason is Team Dipset, yo. Let me know in the comments who y'all rocking with, man. Dipset, Lloyd Banks, or that boy Memphis Bleek. We're going to have some fun today, man. I see Diamond Onyx is in the building. Diamond, thanks for coming through. Shout out to Diamond Onyx. I see Blocker Time is in the building. Blocker, thanks for coming through. Michael Mascaro's in the building. Michael, thanks for coming through. I know where Jason is going. I don't know where Diamond is going. I don't know where Michael's going. I don't know who y'all rocking with. But I know Jason's going with Dipset, 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 Dipset. I don't know. You know what? Jason might go with Lloyd Banks. Drop in the comment, y'all. Let me know who y'all rocking with. Today we're going to be talking about your boy Juelz Santana. Juelz Santana was recently on the Drink Champs episode, and they asked him a question talking about verses. You know how all these artists are. All these artists always come out here acting like they're the best in the world. No disrespect to Juelz. I'm not trying to disrespect Juelz. They asked him who we like to do a verses with. They suggested Memphis Bleek. He said he would destroy Memphis Bleek. Then he said he wanted to go against Lloyd Banks. Memphis Bleek responded, yo, Santana, you don't want it. Let me know, man. Hit me up, yo. Hit the chat below. But before we go into this, man, just like Blocker Time is saying, Diamond Onyx is saying, everybody in the chat, rest in peace to the legendary Tupac Shakur. June 16th, Tupac's birthday, June 16th, 1971 to be exact. So rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. Today is his birthday. Been bumping a lot of Tupac today, man. We're bumping a lot of stuff. I think my favorite album from Tupac, it used to be Me Against the World, but it transitioned over to the Machiavelli album. I really love the Machiavelli album. And then after the Machiavelli album, like I said, it used to be Me Against the World, but I really like the double CD, All Eyes on Me as well. So I usually go between Machiavelli and All Eyes on Me. Me Against the World has now dropped to like a distant third, my favorite Tupac album. So shout out to Tupac, rest in peace. Jason says, what up, chat? I'm here, COVID free. Shout out to Jason, beat COVID. Yo, Jason, man, that's good news. Let me read that again, y'all. Let me read that again. Jason said, what up, chat? I'm here, COVID free. I beat the Monster 16. What up, Playboy? What up, Jason? Yo, thank you. Hope you stay healthy, man. Stay healthy out there. Take care of yourself. Shout out to my boy Jason, man. Shout out for that, yo. I'm glad you're okay, man. That's what's up. Diamond Onyx says, I'm about to hit the like. Hit that like button. Blocker said, what up, fam? I'm going home tomorrow. I'm leaving the hospital. Man, we got good news all around today, man. Good news all around. The homie Blocker Tom is leaving the hospital. Blocker, get better. Alright, make sure you take care of your health, people. Take care of your health out there, man. Shout out to Blocker. Jason Diamond said, what's up? Michael Mascaro's in the building. Michael Mascaro says, I'm here. Work schedule been making me miss out on these streams, unfortunately. But we in here. Michael, thanks for coming through with the live. We appreciate you coming through. I need y'all to drop in the comments, Michael, Jason, Diamond. I need y'all to drop in the comments who will win in a versus. We talking about Juelz Santana, Mr. Dipset. Let me say this. Let me say this, man. Back when Dipset was in their height. Back when Dipset was in their height. I know a lot of y'all was Cameron. Juelz was nice in that era. Cameron was the star. I get it. Cameron was the headliner. Cameron was the leader of Dipset. But that young boy Juelz was on his Alright, so give Juelz some props. Juelz used to be nice back then. Right now it's Jim Jones, Cameron, Juelz. But back in their heyday, Juelz Santana was dropping bars for a young bull, yo. So let me know if y'all going with Juelz Santana. Let me know if y'all going with that boy Lloyd Banks. G-Unit. And we're going to talk today about who got the better catalog. We're going to talk about who got the better catalog too. So shout out to Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks may have the biggest hits out of the three. Okay, I know Bleek got some numbers. I know Dipset did some numbers. But Lloyd Banks, G-Unit, may be the biggest star who put out some of the biggest records out of them all. I'm just saying, hit the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. And we got that boy, the Rockefeller General, Memphis Bleek. Yo, so listen, I need y'all hit the comments. Let me know who y'all rocking with. If a versus was to happen between those three, who you going with? You're going with Memphis Bleek versus Lloyd Banks? You're going with Bleek versus Santana? You want Santana versus Banks? I need y'all hit the comments. Let me know where y'all going. Jason said 16, the shirt is fire. Alright? Yeah, man. That's what we doing right here. That boy Method Man and my girl Mary J. Blige, the queen of R&B soul. That's my girl, yo. Thank you for that, Jason. Again, Michael's in the building. Jason says, no, I'm not. Stop playing with me. Hit the comments, Jason. Let me know who you're going with. Jason says, I'm Team Lloyd Banks. Ooh. Ooh. Hold up. Hold on, Jason. Hold on. Jason says he's Team Banks, yo. Who won it with Banks? Let me hit some more comment before we go into this, man. Blocker says, happy heavenly birthday to Tupac. Rest in peace, Tupac Shakur. 16 says, the Dip. So Diamond Onyx is going with Dipset. I knew Diamond was going to go with Juelz Santana. Diamond liked that little young boy. She liked that dude. Michael Mascaro says Juelz versus Lloyd Banks, because Dipset versus G-Unit is a more even matchup than the Locks. LOL. So I was thinking about that too. I thought about that, Michael. That's a good comment. I'm gonna read that comment again. Michael Mascaro said Juelz versus Lloyd Banks, because Dipset versus G-Unit is a more even matchup. And that makes sense. If you look at Dipset right now, if Juelz Santana wants to do a versus, Cameron is still active. Jim Jones is still active. I know Hell Rel, 40 Cal, they would love to get on that stage and do some tracks. So if Juelz want to do a versus, you know he got Cam, you know he got Jim, you know he got Freaky Zeke in the back pocket. if Lloyd Banks does a versus, here's the thing about the Lloyd Banks versus. Let me show y'all something. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Michael. This is the thing about the Lloyd Banks versus. The Lloyd Banks versus is a very, very tricky versus, y'all. Alright? So, if Lloyd Banks does a versus, will 50 Cent show up? Will Lloyd Banks bring the game to do a track? Is Lloyd Banks and Tony Yayo okay? Will Lloyd Banks bring what's his name? My man from Memphis. What's his name? Oh man, why I can't say his name, man? Buck. Gotta be crazy. If Banks get 50 to make an appearance, Buck to make an appearance, Tony Yayo to make an appearance, I know I'm reaching, y'all. I know I'm reaching. If he gets the game to come and do 1 or 2 tracks, that'll be crazy, y'all. So I do kind of agree with what Michael Mascaro is saying, because when you look at Rockefeller Records, Bleek, you know Jay's not going to do a versus right now. Jay's not coming to do a versus. There's summer. I know you're going to miss me because we've been together like Nike Kids and Chris T's, S. Dots with Polo. Jay is not doing a versus right now. Let's just cut that out. Right? Jay is not coming. All right, but Bleek got Beanie Siegel. Bleek got Beans. Beans might come through. Freeway, Bleek and Freeway is still cool. Freeway can come through. Petey Crack, I know Petey Crack wants some airtime. If Bleek called Petey right now, Petey's coming through. Oskino and Sparks, I don't know. Oskino, he doing this podcast thing. I don't know if Oskino and Sparks will come through. Young Gunners, Bleek and Young Gunners is still cool, but I think, like what Michael's saying, I think the best bet, it might be G-Unit versus Dipset. So it might be Juelz versus Lloyd Banks, might be the safest bet. Hit the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. Let me read that one more time. Michael Mascaro says Juelz versus Lloyd Banks, because Dipset versus G-Unit is a more even matchup than the locks. LOL. Jason says happy birthday to Tupac Shakur. Rest in peace, Tupac. Happy heavenly birthday. Michael says RP Tupac as well. Rest in peace, Pac. Blocker Time says I'm going with Memphis Bleek over Juelz Santana. You better go with Bleek. You better go with Brooklyn. Huh? Bleek ain't playing with y'all. Bleek ain't backing down. And Bleek don't need Jay. Let me go through the comment. Blocker, thank you for that comment, Blocker. We got FMTU Family Matters to Us is in the building. That's a long name. FMTU Family Matters to Us. Thank you for coming through. Says, I rock with all the guys, but I'm rocking harder with the Memphis men. He's trying to get the men to the... Woo! He said, yo, bringing the drama, had a couple $signs in my name. He said, nah, this ain't Jigger. It's your little homie Bleek reporting to you live from the street. Oh my God, yo. FMTU Family Matters to Us says, I rock with all the guys, but I'm rocking harder with the Bleek man. Men Bleek. They going with Men Bleek. But yeah, Dipset versus G-Unit also says. So yeah, again, because of the crews, I don't think Juelz can go out and do a versus and don't bring out any guest appearances. So again, FMTU says, but yeah, Dipset versus G-Unit makes the most sense. All right. Blocker Time said my favorite Tupac album is Tupacalypse Now. Ooh, okay. Tough album. Early in Tupac's career, he was more militant in the Tupacalypse Now era. And he got a little bit more gangster coming up in his career. But very good album as well, Tupacalypse Now. Thank you for that, Blocker. Jason says Beanie Siegel is the Rockefeller... Jason says Beanie Siegel is the Rockefeller general, not Bleek. That is true. I'm gonna admit, Beans is always the one says the general of the rock. Bleek is somebody. Jason's right. Jason's right, yo. When you right, you right. Beans has always says he's the general of the rock. Thank you for that correction. G Mafia's in the building. Brooklyn's in the building. Brooklyn, stand up. G Mafia says New York, New York. We up in here. Shout out to G Mafia. Mr. Affirmative, the deals says stack bundles. Okay. We have a stack bundles video up too. Rest in peace to stack bundles as well. Far Rockaway General. Listen, man. Don't mean to sidetrack, but stack bundles, man. Man. Stack bundles was a problem on the mic, yo. You already wasn't ready for stack bundles, man. Rest in peace, Far Rockaway. Rest in peace, stack bundles, yo. Thank you for that, Mr. Affirmative. G Mafia says, happy immortal birthday to Tupac Shakur, king of urban political music. Ooh, let me read that again. Let me read that again. G Mafia says, happy immortal birthday to Tupac Shakur, king of urban political music, entertainment, and performance. That is 100% correct. When it comes to urban politics, Tupac has always put the streets in his music, yo. Shout out to G Mafia for that quote. That is on point, yo. Listen, there's a lot of artists coming out here nowadays saying they're the next Tupac, they're the new Tupac. You are not Tupac, y'all. Y'all don't have the reach that Tupac has. You go to countries, there are people in countries you never even heard about that have murals of Tupac. You go to some countries, people have tattoos of Tupac all over the world, yo. Y'all need to stop saying that. Y'all the next Tupac, new Tupac. There is no other Tupac, man. G Mafia, thank you for that comment. Let me go down the line. Mr. Affirmative says no. Okay. Jason says, hell no, 50 ain't showing up, LOL. Game not either, LOL. Maybe Yayo. I doubt Buck comes. Let's talk about this. I agree. I do agree. I think Lloyd Banks and 50 right now, they're going through something. I think they're talking, but they're not. But something's going on between Banks and 50. So, from what 50 has said in the past about doing verses, he's been essing on verses for a long time. So, I do believe 50's not going to show up for Yayo. The game, again, I don't think the game will show up either. I would love it, but the game wants to do his own verses. So, I agree too. The game, I don't think the game's going to show up. Tony Yayo just did a Vlad TV interview, and I think he said that him and Banks is cool. So, excuse me. Even though Tony Yayo's not that lyrical to me, it would be nice to see Yayo get on stage and do a song. But I do think, Jason, I do think Young Buck, because again, I think Banks and Buck are still cool. If I'm wrong, hit the comments, yo. I think Buck, out of all of them, I would wish to see the game and Banks on stage together, but I think Buck might be the only one that may come through for him. That's a good one, Jason. Thanks for that. G Mafia says, what's good, fam? I'm surrounded by criminals, heavy rollers, even the shitely individuals. Woo! Rolling up Billy Badasses, blunt to dump for masses. If robbery was a class, then I passed it. Get a bastard, I'm burying the bastards. Big Papa smash fools, bash fools. Shit gets mad because they know the cash rules. Everything around me, 2 block 9. Feeling about mine, and I'm Crooklyn's finest. We rewind this, bad boys, but ooh, Biggie Smalls all day. G Mafia, shout out. G Mafia says, what's good, Jason? G Mafia, shout out to Big Sugar. Big Sugar, I ain't see Big Sugar in the chat today. Shout out to Big Sugar. Big Sugar come through. Jason says, G Mafia, what up? RP to Biggie, first DJ, 50 grand. Also, that is correct as well. Rest in peace, 50 grand. One of the instrumental people that put Biggie on just passed away. I think this last Friday, I believe it's last Friday passed. So rest in peace to 50 Grand as well. Thank you for that, Jason. Blocker said, I got Busta Rhymes bars for you. Let me get them. Today we talking about Juelz Santana, Memphis Bleek, and Lloyd Banks. Who do you want to see do a versus? Let's switch gears for a second, y'all. Let's switch gears for a second. I just heard y'all talking about who you want to see in a versus, who you don't want to see in a versus. Let's talk about this. Out of Lloyd Banks, Memphis Bleek, and Juelz Santana, this is a versus, all right? They gotta play songs that's not mainstream songs. Who has the best mixtape run? Remember now, y'all gotta remember, Juelz did some stuff with that boy Lil Wayne, yo. That I Can't Feel My Face. Listen, that I Can't Feel My Face stuff was crazy, y'all. If you don't know, Juelz had a crazy mixtape run, yo. So, if they were to do some mixtape songs for this versus, who would have the better records, yo? I don't know, man. Lloyd Banks and G-Unit, when G-Unit first came out, and G-Unit was on their mixtape run, whoo, that G-Unit mixtape run was crazy. And again, I know 50 might not show up, but Banks got some mixtape stuff too. So Juelz got the whole Dipset mixtape run. Listen, before Cam really came over to Rockefeller, they was running the mixtape game too. So hit the comments down below, man. Let me hear what y'all got to say. Who has the better mixtape catalog? Let me hit the comments. Let me see what y'all talking about. Michael Muscaro has a comment. Michael Muscaro says, at Jason, Nori retired, but I'm going to perform for LL's Rock the Bells. Oh, okay, so Nori's going to be at the LL Rock the Bells? Okay, that's what's up. Let me read that again. Michael Muscaro has a comment. Michael Muscaro says, Nori retired, but he's going to perform for LL's Rock the Bells concert. Hopefully he gets that spark again and starts performing again. I didn't know Nori was going to be there. Shout out to Nori for that. Jason has a reply. Jason says, Michael, yes, if he's retired, he shouldn't have called Beans out. Talking all that talk about washing him. It'll be a slaughter, etc. Stay retired or back up what you say. But Jason, you got to peep too. Nori had Capone on Drink Champs recently too. So I think Nori's going to take up listen, I'm wishful thinking. I'm wishful thinking. Y'all know I want to see my man Nori. Y'all know I want to see my man Beans in the verses. So I think Nori is going to do a verses. I think he will take up Beans on that. Jason says Lloyd Banks play that victory freestyle. Ooh! Ooh, remember that when he did that freestyle? Ooh! He said V for victory. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, gosh. Yo, that victory freestyle is bananas from Lloyd Banks, yo. That's facts, Jason. That's facts. All right. All right, let me go back up. There's a few more comments I missed up there. Jason has a comment. Jason says, I'm good on Dipset after their verses with the Locks. LOL, shaking my head. They need to chill. Cassidy wants that Lloyd Banks versus Smoke too. That is right. Cassidy is also trying to step in the ring. And I also seen recently that Jim Jones is also... Jason, listen. I know the Dipset versus the Locks was a slaughter. I know it was a slaughter. I know. But I think with enough preparation, I think Juelz can put together a pretty good versus. And again, New York City, if you keep the venue in New York City, the New York City crowd is going to be hyped. And depending on who he goes against, If it's someone from New York, Juelz versus somebody else, it'll sell tickets, Jason. It'll sell. And I know, I probably don't want to see Cam and Jim. I'd rather see Juelz have some other guests and do most of his tracks. But you might have a point, Jason. Let me read that again. Jason says, I'm good on Dipset after their verses with the Locks. They need to chill. Cassidy wants that Lloyd Banks versus Smoke too. Shout out to that. Michael Moscaro says, still waiting for the Nori versus Beans versus. I don't think it's going to happen soon. I think it's coming, y'all. I think it's coming, y'all. Look out for it. I think Nori is gearing up. Nori is gearing up to do it, y'all. Moving in a comment here. Block of Time says, yes, Memphis Bleek needs Jay-Z because it wouldn't be fair if Memphis performs with the other Rockefeller artists. He needs Jay-Z in the verses. So Blocker, I think if in the real world, if Jay-Z wasn't where he is right now in his career, like, you know, he's not really active as an active artist. He's doing a lot of other things. If Jay-Z was more active, yes, Bleek would definitely have Jay come out and do a few songs. You know, the intro, like Jay has put Bleek on his album sometime before he even starts his album. So Jay and Bleek has a lot of songs together. It would have made sense. But Bleek has enough songs to do his own verses. Bleek has enough features to do his own verses. And Bleek has other characters. Bleek has Beans. Bleek has Freeway can do something. PD Crack. I know guys from State Property would love to come on stage and get that stage performance with Bleek. So I don't think Bleek needs Jay-Z. I think it would be better if Bleek and Jay is on the stage and Bleek is the headliner and Jay is just backing him up. I think that would be amazing to see. But I don't think Bleek needs Jay-Z. I think he has enough ammunition to carry that through. Who has the better mixtape run, y'all? I'm going with G-Unit, man. If Lloyd Banks starts playing mixtape stuff, I know Juelz Santana got a lot of mixtape stuff. I'm going with G-Unit. I'm going with G-Unit. I'm going with G-Unit with the mixtape run, y'all. Because the impact that G-Unit had when G-Unit first came out, and let me pause for a second. I'm not trying to disrespect Dipset. I live in New York. I was here. I was here when Dipset had their run. All right? Harlem was all over the place. Cameron had everybody wearing pink. I was here in New York. I was here. I saw it. I witnessed it. We were rapping over Dipset freestyles, mixtape. I lived it. I'm just saying that G-Unit mixtape run was a different beast, yo. Alright, but I want to hear from y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this. Who had the better mixtape run? Was it Dipset? Bleek is definitely not in that one. Bleek is definitely not in that conversation. No, Bleek is an amazing artist, but when it comes to mixtape runs, he didn't have, his mixtapes really wasn't popping off like that. Memphis Bleek. If Memphis Bleek performs and brings out Beanie Siegel, oh man, listen. If Bleek brings out Beans, who the what? Yo, listen. Let me hit the chat, man. Let me hear what y'all say, man. Let me hit the chat. Diamond Onyx, NYC 187 is here. NYC 187, salute to you. Thanks for coming through. Jason says, when Lloyd Banks plays that victory freestyle, it's over. That is, look, Jason, that's going to be crazy. Diamond Onyx said, by the way, Hova Wifey has New York approaching Beehive, the Hive in Renaissance. Hova Wifey, which is Beyonce, Bay, has new work approaching. The Hive is Renaissance. So Beyonce has some new stuff coming out. Shout out to Beyonce, man. She be staying in her lane, man. I gotta give it to Beyonce, yo. She don't be playing around, man. She just stay in her lane, and she don't bother nobody. Diamond Alex says, Cap, be right back. She's gonna listen. All right, Diamond, thank you for that. NYC 187 said, G-Unit had the streets with the mixtapes fire. Yeah, man. Listen, no disrespect to Dipset, man. No disrespect to Harlem. No disrespect to that whole Dipset run. Y'all were doing it. Dipset was doing it, y'all. And Cam was hot. Cam had his own mixtape. Juelz was hot. Juelz has his own mixtape. Jim had a crazy mixtape run too. No disrespect. No disrespect. But that G-Unit 50 Cent mixtape run was crazy. NYC 187, thanks for that comment. Michael Mascaro has a comment. Michael Mascaro says, anyone else disappointed that Dipset didn't perform their legendary On My Block Rap City freestyle in the Locks verses? Michael, I think Dipset wasn't fully prepared for that verses like they should have been. They came out and they wanted to do more of their big hits. They really weren't anticipating that the crowd wanted to hear their mixtape stuff. So if you look at their whole performance, if you look at all the tracks they played, most of their tracks they played were like their heavy hitter tracks. So I don't think they were prepared enough for that verses. I think they came in thinking, all right, we Dipset, we got these hits, we sold all these records, we're gonna come out look fly, the crowd is gonna like us looking fly, we just gonna So yeah, man. They do have some hot freestyle stuff they should have dropped. Thanks for that, Michael. Jason has a comment. Jason says, I was disappointed, point blank, period, about their whole performance. LOL. Yeah, man, like I said, Dipset just they weren't fully prepared for it. It's like the Locks is still a crew of guys that hang out together. When you see Dipset, sometimes you see Cam by himself. Sometimes you will see Juelz and Jim. But you hardly ever see Jim, Juelz, and Cam. You hardly ever see all them three together. When you see the Locks is always together. Just take for instance, Summer Jam just passed. Summer Jam just passed. The DJ K Slay, rest in peace, DJ K Slay. DJ K Slay's tribute, Dipset was there. Did you see Cameron there? I didn't see Cameron. If he was there, I missed him. I saw Juelz. I saw Jim. If Cameron was there, I missed it. The Locks was there. Sheik, Styles, Jada, right there on stage. So, like I said, Jason, they just wasn't prepared for that versus. Jason has another comment. Jason says, Omarion versus. Yo, look, man. Let me read that. Omarion versus Mario is happening soon. Who y'all got? Drop in the comments, y'all. Omarion versus Mario. Who y'all got in that versus? I really don't care for that versus, y'all. I'm not an Omarion fan, no disrespect. And I really don't know a lot of Mario's music like that. I don't even know if Mario has enough of a catalog to go against Omarion. So, Jason, I'm not a fan of either of them. This may be one of the verses I do not watch. But in any case, hit the comments. Omarion versus Mario might be going down. Let me know who y'all got. Michael Mascara has a comment. Michael says, Jason, definitely, but that would have been the chess play after the Who Shot Your freestyle. After that Who Shot Your freestyle, listen, Dipset couldn't drop nothing after that, yo. The thing about the Who Shot Your freestyle is that the way, the timing of when Jadakiss did that freestyle and the way he performed the freestyle, people that didn't know that song, they would have probably think that Jadakiss performed that song coming at Dipset. That's how powerful that freestyle was. There were people in the crowd that didn't know that was just an old freestyle. That's the power of how you position a song. And like New York loves bars. New York, we here in New York, we listen to bars. We don't just listen to the beat, we listen to the bars. And the way he positioned the bars, it don't matter. The way he, oh, you got all the jewelry on, but none of y'all rich. The way he positioned that song and those bars, it sounded like that song was directly towards Dipset. So shout out for Jadakiss for putting that song in that specific portion of the verses. That was genius. Thanks for that, Michael. Thanks for that, Jason. Diamond Onyx is here. Omarion for the win. Diamond is going with Omarion. Okay, okay. If I had to choose, I would take Omarion too. Like I said, I know some of Omarion stuff. I don't really know a lot of Mario stuff like that. If I hear it, maybe I know. But Diamond Onyx is going with Omarion. Diamond Onyx says Bey has a new album. What? Hold up. Beyonce got a new album? Let me go to my title real quick here. Hold on. When did this come out? Let me see if it's on title. Hold on. Beyonce. The last thing Beyonce has here is the Lion King album 2020. So maybe it's coming out soon. So if Bey got something coming soon, I'm going to keep my eye on that, Diamond. I'm going to keep my eye on the new Beyonce album. Thanks for that. Diamond said it's called Renaissance. Let me search Renaissance. Hold up. Let me search this again. Let me search the name. Let me see if this is a Beyonce. Let me see. Maybe it's not on title. No, it can't not be on title. That's her man's. I'll check it out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. A lot of times new albums drop on Friday. So I'm gonna search it tomorrow, y'all. Thanks for that, Diamond. I'm gonna look out for that. Diamond Onyx says Cameron is raw AF. Yeah, man. Shout out to that boy Killer. Blocker Time says Fabulous had the best DJ Clue mixtape run. Fab had a good mixtape run, yo. I can't lie. I can't lie. That Soul Tape mixtape run was fire. That RP to the Competition was fire. Summertime Shootout was fire. Yeah, Cam. Yeah. Fab has some good mixtapes. Today we're talking about Juelz Santana versus Memphis Bleek, or Juelz Santana versus Lloyd Banks, or Bleek versus Banks. Who do y'all want to see in the verses if this happens? Me? Bleek. Bleek can take anybody. I'm going Bleek. I want to see my man Bleek. I want to see Bleek versus Juelz. Bleek versus Juelz. That's my choice. Banks is my man. Banks is my man, but I don't know if... I'm going Bleek versus Juelz, yo. That's it, man. I'm choosing Bleek versus Juelz. Who y'all got? Who has the better mixtape run? Who has the better catalog? Who has the better albums? Who has the better crew? Rockefeller, Dipset, who's gonna win if this versus goes down? Yo, hit the comments. Let me hear what y'all gotta say. Jason got another comment. Jason says, "Oh, my bad, 16. LOL. I shouldn't have taken talking about that versus there." Now it's all good, Jason. I've seen that one too. That Omarion, I'm just not a fan. I'm just not a fan of Omarion. I'm not a fan of Mario. Not like I'm a fan. I didn't follow their music like that. So I really don't know. If I hear the songs, I probably like, oh, I know that song. But if you ask me an Omarion song, I couldn't tell you, man. If you ask me, what's his name, Mario song, I couldn't tell you. But listen, I saw that online. I saw y'all talking about that. So shout out to that, Jason. If it goes down, definitely I'm going with Omarion. I'm taking Omarion all day, every day with that one. Thanks for that, Jason. Blocker Time got a review. Blocker says, if Omarion versus Mario happens, I'm going with Omarion over Mario. Blocker's going with Omarion as well. But it would be better if Omarion do a versus against Bow Wow. Bow Wow already did a versus, or Omarion versus Marcus Phoenix. Okay. Okay. I know a few from Marcus Houston. So I'm still going Omarion on that one. I'm going to take Omarion. Jason says, Beyonce new album, The Renaissance, dropping next month. All right. Thank you for that, Jason. I'm going to put that on my schedule. Usually in my title, usually I see the new albums usually drop on Friday. So I usually check on Friday. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to add that. Hold on. Let me add that to my, let me tag that. So I can tag Beyonce. So when that comes out, I can definitely get a reminder on that. Thank you for that, Jason. Thank you for that, Diamond. My girl Beyonce got some new music coming out. Jason says, yeah, Bleek did his thing. He deserves and can do a versus. We got CJ Kid 1231 in the building. CJ Kid, thanks for coming through. CJ Kid says, might as well do the first triple threat versus Juelz versus Banks versus Bleek. Oh! 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 Dipset, G-Unit, and Rockefeller on the same stage. Hold up. We got to pause here. Let me read this again. CJ Kid 1231 says, we might as well do the first triple threat versus. That is a great idea. Listen, I know. All the verses we did so far is 1 versus 1, group versus group, crew versus... I know. But CJ Kid, that has a good idea. Imagine having a stage with 3 MCs and one person plays a song, and then that person plays and then when he come back, listen, CJ Kid 123, that's genius. Let me know what y'all think about this one, y'all. Let me know. Hit the comments down below, y'all. Hit the comments down below. Give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. Thumbs up if you think it's a good idea. Triple threat versus. Thumbs down if it should stay ones versus ones, crew versus crew. I'm going thumbs up on this one, man. I'm going thumbs up on this one, CJ Kid 123. That's a good idea. Juelz on stage. Bleek on stage. Banks on stage. They all got mics. They're all looking at each other, performing their tracks. A special guest comes out. Oh, what? Oh, you bought that? The crew, all 3 crews come out on the stage at the same time. Ooh. Yo, listen, man. Thumbs up if you think it's a good idea for a triple threat versus. Thumbs down if you think it's a bad idea. Shout out to CJ Kid 1231. I love that idea, man. Wow. Bleek, Lloyd Banks, Juelz Santana. Who has the better catalog? Juelz got some hits, y'all. Juelz got hits. Banks, listen, say what you want to say about Lloyd Banks' career. All right? He just got a new album, just put out early in the year as well. I think it was last year, early in the year. Say what you want to say about Lloyd Banks' career. Lloyd Banks got hits, y'all. Banks got hits. Banks got hits, y'all. Alright? Say what y'all want to say about Lloyd Banks. Oh, 50 Cent is the leader, G-Unit. When it comes to New York City, us here in New York City, listen, we give Banks his props here in New York, yo. Banks gets much respect from the New York City crowd because he got bars. When it comes to the most talented member of each of these crew, Lloyd Banks was the most talented member of G-Unit. Alright, Jay was the most talented in Rockefeller. And like I told y'all, I know y'all love Cameron. I know Cameron was killing it back in the 90s. But Juelz Santana was nice early in his career, y'all. So, shout out to Banks, man. Hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs down. CJ Kid Kid 1231 says that we should have a triple threat versus all three of them, Banks, Bleek, Santana on stage, battling it out. Hit the thumbs up if you like that idea. Hit the thumbs down if you don't like that idea. Drop it in the comments section. Let me know what y'all saying about this one. Let me read some comments. Diamond Onyx says, damn, let me go tap in with a like. Don't forget, hit that like button. If you're here right now, if you're coming in now, hit the like button down below, y'all. Maybach Music Vibes. Thank you for that, Diamond. Jason said, Memphis Bleek is that your chick? Ooh. Jason got a list. All right, let's go to this right here. Memphis Bleek is. I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs. Is that your chick? I don't want Bleek performing that song no more. Bleek, Jay and Nas is in a good place right now. Bleek, whatever you do, Bleek, do not perform. Is that your chick? Jay and Nas is cool. We chilling. We good. Everything is good. Bleek, do not perform that song if you do a versus. Let's keep going. Round here. Classic. For the fam. Ooh, my girl Emile. Ooh, love that song, yo. One Night Honey Hustler. Beans ripped that track apart. Coming of Age 1 and 2. Ooh. Check out that J album for the dun 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 dun. It's your homie Bleek. The Laugh on the Street game. I peeped those. Ooh. Coming of Age 1 and 2. It's Alright. Another hit. Hey Poppy, ooh, brum, brum, brum. Even if you don't understand the flow, they understand. Oh, ooh. Crew Love, ooh. That's the one I think with Ja Rule. I think Ja Rule and DMX is in the Crew Love song. I could be wrong. Parking Lot Pimpin', whew, off the Dynasty album. Like That. What you think about that? Ooh, what you think of that? What you think of that? I'm a real what you think of that? My whole team rock, we'll speak the cats. I'm a ball to all. Oh, man. Mind Rights, another hit. Holla, yeah, listen, man. All Fire. All that. Bleek can do a versus all by himself. But I would like to see him do a combination of those tracks and do some of the stuff off of the Dynasty album, also some stuff off of the State Property albums as well. So Jason, shout out to that list, man. People be sleeping on Bleek, yo. CJ Kid has another comment. CJ Kid 1231 says, need you to do that video of you playing all those songs now. 1 hour long vid. one hour vid too. Coming, man, coming. You know what? We mostly save the longer videos for 20 versus 20, but we're doing a lot of the 5 versus 5 just to keep some of the tracks, you know, undercover. But don't forget, hit the community page, CJ Kid. Hit the community page. Drop any ideas that you want for us to drop videos, and we'll definitely get to them. Let me read this again. CJ Kid says, need you to do that video of you playing all of their songs now. 1 hour long video too. LOL. Thank you for that, CJ Kid. Appreciate the comment. Blocker says, I know Bow Wow already did a versus against Soulja Boy, but Soulja didn't even have enough hits, and Bow Wow had at least 1 trillion. Me personally, if you've done a versus before, I say step to the side. Me personally, if you've done a versus already, and I've already seen Jada been in 2 verses already. Santana been in that Dipset versus. If you've already done a versus, me personally, I don't mind. Step to the side, let somebody else come do a versus. There are so many artists out there, y'all, that we haven't touched yet to do a versus. So, thank you for that, Blocker. Bow Wow. Another Bow Wow versus? I don't know. Jason got a comment. Jason says, or a fatal 4-way. Banks, Bleek, Juelz, and Cassidy. Oh, man. Is there a stage big enough for 4 of these guys? Listen, Jason. I know Banks is competitive. But Banks really won't be too animated if Banks is on stage. Bleek is cocky. Bleek knows he got hits Bleek will be a little bit animated because he knows all the guys and he's cool with it. Juelz is going to be all over the place. Juelz is going to be amped up a 1,000%. So Juelz is going to be wilding. You put Cassidy on that stage too? Listen, when it comes to bars, Cassidy is not to be played with, y'all. And Cassidy is very confident about what he does. Cassidy is very animated. I can see Cassidy going back and forth on stage with all three of those guys. So a four-way? Y'all know I'm still going with Bleek. I'm still taking Bleek. Hit for hit for hit, I'm taking Bleek on that one. Yo, we talking about Juelz Santana, Memphis Bleek, Lloyd Banks. People are saying the verses is going to come soon. They're online. They're on Twitter. They're on IG. They're talking trash. They want to do the verses. Rockefeller, G-Unit, Dipset. It's coming. Who you think will win in a verses? Who are you picking? Who has the better catalog out of all three of these MCs? Who has the better mixtape run? Drop it all in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button down below if you're here right now. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Again, we're saying rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. Today, June 16th, 1971, Tupac's birthday is today. Rest in peace to Tupac Shakur. Tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. We got another Freestyle Friday coming tomorrow for y'all. This one is going to be ill. Y'all got to peep this next Freestyle Friday coming, man. Check it out tomorrow. We got another Rating of the Bars coming up over the weekend as well. We might drop it on Sunday. If not Sunday, Monday. But we have another Rating of the Bars coming up. Don't forget, if you want to hear a song on Rating of the Bars, go to the community section, drop the name of the song there, what verse you want to hear, and we will rate that. Don't forget, you want to support the channel, hit the PayPal link down below, the super chat, the super stickers, hit all that down below if you guys want to support the channel. Alright, let's get back into this right here before we get up out of here, man. Who's gonna win this one, y'all? Who's gonna win this one, man? Let's go back over here, man. I know y'all be sleeping on him. People be sleeping on him. He's quiet. He don't really talk too much. Y'all be sleeping on him. I think Lloyd Banks is a hard out, y'all. Because Lloyd Banks got radio hits. Lloyd Banks got street hits. Lloyd Banks got mixtape joints. Lloyd Banks got a crew behind him. I know you guys already said earlier 15 is not going to show up. Excuse me. The Game is not going to show up. Jason even said that Buck may not even show up. Might only be Tony Yayo. Just imagine if they all do show up, though. Imagine if Lloyd Banks does a versus and like the Super Bowl, 50 just comes out and the verses will just, it'll pause. The internet will pause at that moment, like, oh. And I know Yayo got some stuff too, but if Lloyd Banks does a versus, I definitely want to see him at least two or three mixtape songs. Bring out 50. From the G-Unit albums, bring out Buck. I definitely want to see Buck up in there. Buck is one of my favorite G-Unit artists. If we don't get The Game, it's cool. The Game been doing too much lately, so I can anticipate not hearing from The Game. You know, I won't be too mad because he's just been doing too much lately. And again, that boy Juelz Santana, man. Juelz Santana, again, he has a crazy mixtape run. Juelz Santana. If Juelz Santana brings out Lil Wayne on a versus, listen, y'all, the internet will lose their mind, y'all. And Lil Wayne and Juelz Santana has multiple mixtapes together. They did a lot of mixtapes together. They have a bunch of songs together. You know Cameron will definitely make an appearance. You know Jim Jones is definitely going to make an appearance there. If we can bring out 40 Cal and JR, even JR Ryder, bring out JR Ryder, bring out Hell Rel. Whoo, listen, man. Shout out to Juelz, man. He started something up here, got the internet buzzing. I'm gonna hit a few more comments before we get up out of here. Thank everybody for coming through. Blocker Time says that's his Superman. Great idea. Blocker Time is down with the triple threat. Thumbs up. Blocker says hell no. 50 Cent is no leader because of his bully actions. 50 do be wilding a little bit. 50 do be wilding. Blocker says, yes, I want Memphis Bleek to perform. Is that your chick? For money making and for keeping relationships intact, if Nas ever does a show, Nas should not do any of the Stillmatic Ether stuff against Jay-Z. Same thing with Jay. If Jay ever does a concert, Jay should not do Takeover or any of the songs against Nas. The same thing goes with Bleek. Bleek is an extension of Jay-Z. Okay, even though Bleek and Jay-Z, you know, they're two different people, two different individuals. If Bleek was to do a concert and perform those songs that's disrespectful to Nas, it will definitely bring up Jay-Z's name in it. And I'm pretty sure Nas will feel a sort of a way because time has passed, they've made up, they're doing business together, they're doing, it's just not a good idea financially and respectively for Bleek to do Is That Your Shit. It just doesn't make sense for Bleek to do that song. He has a lot of other songs that he can do. It would definitely be a bad idea, Blocker. Thanks for that comment. Jason says, Victory Freestyle is on fire. Ooh, Victory Freestyle on fire is fire. Karma started up. Ooh, started up. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. Ooh, yo, when Beamer, Benz, and Bentley dropped here in New York, ooh, that beat is crazy. Stunt 101, I love that song, yo. That's off the TOS. Is it the TOS? No, that was off the Beg for Mercy album, Stunt 101. Love that song, yo. Smile, popping them things. I'm so fly, I'm so fly. That song is hard too, yo. Touch It remix, Busta Rhymes, I see you. Hands Up, my buddy is hard too. Ooh, I'm a warrior. Ooh, that's a hard list too, yo. Banks got hits, man. Banks got hits. I'm not gonna talk bad about Banks, man. Banks got hits, Jason. And that's a nice little run right there. If Banks performed all of that and touched some of that mixtape stuff, whew, that's a good list, Jason. Thanks for that. All right, we're on the 57-minute mark. We're going to get ready to get up out of here. Jason said, that's exactly how I feel. Let new people go. No repeats. Yeah. Yep. CJ Kid says, what does Juelz play if Bleek plays his celebration verse and Bank does his victory verse, lyrical verse? I think one of Juelz's biggest songs is Dipset Anthem. That Dipset Anthem rings hard, yo. And I think the old boy bangs hard too. Juelz has a nice verse on the old boy as well. So Juelz got some stuff, man. Juelz got some counter stuff he can drop as well too, yo. CJ Kid has another comment. CJ Kid says, Jim Jones says he would smoke Banks in Bleek too. I like Jim Jones. Jim Jones, my man. Jim Jones has stayed very consistent throughout his career. Shout out to Jim Jones for staying so consistent. But I think Bleek is too much for Jones. And I think Lloyd Banks is too much for Jim Jones. Again, Jim Jones has an amazing catalog. Amazing mixtape stuff. But I think here in New York City, we put bars over everything. Over beats, over choruses, over hooks. New York City puts bars. If you do a verses with Jim Jones against Lloyd Banks here in New York City, Lloyd Banks would destroy him with the bars, yo. No disrespect to Jim Jones. I know what Jim Jones is doing. He's hot right now. Lobby Boys album just came out. That's doing some numbers. He's all over the internet. He's making mad money. I get it, Jim. I get it. Keep the buzz going. I get it. You don't want that bank smoke, Jim Jones. You don't want that bang smoke at all. Alright, yo, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. We're on the 1 hour mark. Thank you all for coming through. Don't forget, hit that like button if you're here right now. Subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow we got Freestyle Friday coming, man. Look out for Freestyle Friday. And we're gonna close this out with Rest in Peace, Tupac Shakur. Birthday today, January 16th, 1971. Rest in peace, Tupac. We miss you.